Welcome to my channel, The Hard Coder. So, if you guys saw my last video, that to-do list app with React.js, so now you can understand what I will build today. Actually, today we will build one REST API for that to-do list API. So, if you have interest on Node.js or MongoDB and that REST API, means if you want to know how to build REST API, then this video is for only for you. And you if you saw the last video and if you continue with that video, then this video is also for you. So this is a individual video, or you can say this is related with our last video, that to-do list app with React. So it also related with that video, because my plan is like that. Previously we built to-do list app with React. Today we will build to-do list REST API, and in our next video we will build that user authentication API with JWT token, JSON Web Token, and then we will integrate these two APIs, means today's APIs one and that auth API, both we will integrate with our last to-do list app. Okay, so this is actually my goal. So but all are individuals. If you don't want to continue with the to-do list app, then you can also watch this video, or if you want to learn how to do auth API with token, then you can also see that video. You will see. Okay, but this is not built yet, so we will release soon. Okay, so let's come to our point. So I have created one to-do list app API folder. This you can see. So already open in actually in my VS Code. Okay, so just my terminal is open. So first, for Node API, means if you want to work with Node, then you need to create one package.json file. So for that package.json file, you need to run one command, that is npm init. So this package name by default your folder name. If you want to change, then you can type like this way. If not, means I will not. So just hit enter. Version by default 1.0. Description APIs for to-do list. Entry point, my entry point should be like server.js file. If you want, then you can use index.js file. Paste command, git repository, keywords, author. Okay, author is the hard coder. ISC. Okay. So you can see our package.json file is created. Right, now you need to install some packages for, means I am using Express framework, that you know, that is a popular framework in Node.js. So npm I Express. I am using .env, one package for environment variable. Okay, for management, environment management. So .env. Then I will use colors. So for our developing purpose, I am using Morgan to show that API path, means API URLs, which path, which route. Okay, then I am using what I need, another thing, Express. Done Express. Anything we need? Yeah, done. Oh, another thing is popular one package is there, like Express async handler. So this package will do, means this package actually means that function calling is happening asynchrony. This function is calling with this package. Okay, with this package. So this package is actually help to call the function asynchronously. You got it right? Then hit enter. So our package installation is started. So package are installed. Okay, one thing I need to tell, like I had one mistake, like spelling mistake. Okay, so that's why I got one error. So you can see our those packages are installed. Okay, I will install another package, that is Nodemon. So Nodemon actually watching our server. So if you will use Nodemon, then you don't need to restart your server, means every time. Okay, otherwise when you done some changes, then you need to restart your server. So if you will use Nodemon, then you don't need to do that. Okay, so no npm I, okay, -d for our dev dependency Nodemon. So you guys can see one new folder is came, like node modules. Node modules is basically means which package you have installed. So these files are present in the node modules folder. Means this package also depends on some other packages. So some other packages also is came in our node modules folder. Okay. Okay. So you can see Nodemon is also installed. Now we need to create our entry file, that server.js. Okay, so what we need to bring for that, we need to bring where we need to bring express, then we need to bring the .env, then we need to bring colors also, then Morgan. Any package I have missed? This is not needed now. Okay. Okay, all done. Another thing we need to do means we need to we need to run some command, right, for running our server. Okay, so for that we need to set up means if you go to your package.json file, and under the scripts you will just give like first one is npm start. So if you run npm start, then it should be like only node server. Okay, and if you run dev, then it should be Nodemon then server. So for building that REST API, I will follow MVC structure. If you know, then it's good. If not, then I will tell what is the MVC structure. MVC structure is model view controller. Model is managing our database structure, means that MongoDB, that schema, all those things that model will manage. View should be like our that view, means that HTML, all those things, but we don't need the view. And another thing is controller. Okay. So I am creating some folders, like first one for our route, so that should be routes. Next controller, routes controller, then next model. So in this controller, first another thing we need to create another folder, that is like config. So in this config folder, we will put our configuration file, like database configuration and all those things. Another file we need to create that env. In that env, that I'm writing that environment variable structure, like port it should be like 5000, then mode development. Okay, then we will use MongoDB alters. Okay, so search MongoDB alters. Okay, just sign in. If you don't have an account, then just sign up. It will give some percent like storage is free, so you can access partial MB up to partial MB as it free. So I'm using my email and password. So you need to create one cluster. If you don't have any cluster, then you can create. So go to the create new cluster, AWS, then find. Then this cluster name is cluster 1. You need to use that free. Okay, so so I have already created one cluster, so I will not get any free. So you just select this M0 sandbox, then you need to create your cluster. Click on the create cluster. So it will take some time. Okay, so now I am using my previous cluster. So in this cluster you don't need to do, just click on the connect and click on connect your application. So you can see this is your application, that Mongo UI. Okay, so you need to this also you need to connect this alters, means this cloud database with this URL. Okay, so and another thing, you need to go to that database access. You need to create one database user. You need to give some password and give the privilege and click on the add stuff, add command. Okay, I have already created. Another thing, you need to network access. Go to the network access, give your IP, comment something, then just confirm. Okay, only this thing you need to do. Now click on the connect your application, just copy it, go back to here, Mongo URL, paste. So password, my password is need to replace your password with this password tag. Okay, and the database name, like if you can see, replace the my first database with the name of your database. So like I am giving my database name like Goodwill. Okay, so now go to config folder, then create one file, that db.js. In this file, what we will do, we will configure our database, means that Mongoose. Okay, so oh sorry, I forgot to install Mongoose. Mongoose is the package which will help to connect, your data, your application to, means it's actually communication with your application and MongoDB. Means if you need to create, update, delete anything, what you need to do, you need Mongoose package for doing those stuff. Okay, so to-do list API. Okay, then npm I, then Mongoose, is very popular package. Okay, so we need to bring mongoose. Okay, now again I am starting vim navigate. Okay, not starting. Then I will create one function connect db, and this function should be like async. If you don't know about async await, I will release one video about async await pretty soon, but you can google it and you can read some blogs which already present on Google. Okay, so async await actually what it will do, it will actually doing our programs means it will running our program asynchronously. Okay, so async, then we will create one try catch block. So try catch you guys know for error handling. So const I have creating one variable, then await mongoose.connect. This is the function which provided by mongoose. Okay, so for this function we need to pass some parameters. First should be like process.env.mongoui. So this process.env means this will call this environment variable. So this value it will go here. First this is the Mongo URI. Second we need to second one in the JSON object we need to pass some variables like and value also, like use unified topology is false, no sorry it's true. Another thing, use new URL parser, it should be false, no it should be true. Another thing we need to pass use create index, it should be also true. Okay, now if that database is connected, then just const not sub const console.log. In this console log you just write mongodb connected, and you can show that variable also, like means that means which host, means which host you are using, then you can show, you can see if you want, then you can see which host you are already used for MongoDB altered. Okay, which host you are using. So con.connection dot host. Okay, and that color should be like, so now you guys actually thinking what is this is the color name and this is the underline. So this will provided by colors. Okay, this package. Okay, so if connected, then okay, if not, if any error will happen, then console dot log, not log, is console dot error, and that like you can write error, then yeah, error dot message. They should be setting that. Okay, so error dot message is done. And this color is red, and I am giving the underline, I am also giving the bold, then it will be highlighted, right? And then our process will be exist. Process dot okay, done. So our db.js file is done. So we need to just export. Yeah, anything else? No. Yes, we need to export. So module dot export equal to connectivity. Okay, then we need to bring So require connect DB. So then we need to give that path. Where is that path? Yeah, in config folder, then DB. Okay. Yeah, I think it's done. So we need to bring here also. We need to call from server.js file connect DB. Okay. Okay, another thing we need to do, we need to run that .env is .env.config, and in this config we need to give that path. I think all fine. Okay, we need to bring also path. So required needs to be like path. This path is by default came with node. Okay. This is needed. I think. Okay, let's see. Okay, now just const port equal to process.env.port. If that port will not found, then by default it should be find false. Okay, then just run app dot sorry we need to so okay. Const app equal to express. Okay, so now you can use app like okay, another thing app dot use express dot JSON. So express.json, what is this? Actually, like now our server will accept some JSON file. Okay, so previously we will use that body parser, but for new version it's not needed for now. So you can use express.json. So it will come by default with express. Okay. Another thing we can use Morgan, like if that process.env.development okay equal to what I need mode. If that mode equal to development, then app.use Morgan. Okay. Oh, I have forgot one thing. Sorry guys, I actually forgot to zoom my VS. Now it's fine. I think. So yeah, it's done. So like app.use, if someone use this route, okay, or app.get also you can use. Like if someone call any get request, okay, then you can show like two parameter we pass. First one is request, what request will come, another is rest means response, and another is next. So for now next is not needed, so you can send rest.send. Yeah, API is running. now you can see app dot listen. The first one is port. If running, then just write console log. Server is running on port, that port number, and it should be like dot yellow dot bold. Okay, so now I am starting the development server npm ram dev. Let's see, bad authentication failed. Okay, number. That error is something is wrong in error. I'll copy again. Paste it. Or read 196. It's working fine. The application listening to Windows RTP class. Okay, some deprecation error is happening, so no issues, you just ignore. Otherwise, if you want, then you can install that Mongoose 5.11 and I think 15, this version. For that you need to run npm I and then mongoose @ that version, then this error will go. Okay, so I am not doing any headache with for that. So yeah, fine. So now it's working and you guys can see like server is running on port 5000. Now we will move toward the development. Now the structure is ready. Okay, like if you now think, if you want to build one bungalow or building, then that you need to build the structure, then you need to cover those structure with that, you need to cover the structure with some stuffs, right? So that structure is built, now we need to do those stuff. So for that, first what we need, we need to go to model. That model name is to do model. Okay, so in this model, you need to bring first mongoose, right? So require sorry, model.js. Sorry, my mistake. Okay, now in this package I am bringing that mongoose. Okay, another thing what I need. Okay, till now I don't need anything in this file. Now we will build that mongoose schema. So what is mongoose schema? Actually this is the like database structure, is that mongoose schema structure. So like for const I can select to do schema, okay, then new mongoose schema, and in this schema I am giving some parameters. Okay, so what parameters we need? First we need to think. So if you saw our last video, then you can see we are storing that task, like task 1, then we are storing id, that should be like timestamp, okay, and another thing active, that is like that. We are storing this kind of JSON object in our local storage, right? So yeah, we don't need more. So first is the task. So task is type should be like string, okay, and it is required value. So required should be true. Next, active should be like type boolean. We can put default value, default should be true. So now you guys, I think you guys thinking where is the id. So mongoose will give one by default id, and that should be unique. Okay, so our schema is ready. Now const to do equal to mongoose dot schema, mongoose dot model, and in this model we will pass that collection name, means that data, means that table. If you know about SQL, then it is table. If you don't know about SQL, then it is like, means in MongoDB this is actually no SQL database, right? So we are don't calling as table, we are calling as it is a collection. So the collection name is the tool, and next parameter should be over that schema. Okay, then module exports. Okay. So sorry. So our model is ready. Now we will move to router. We need to create the route. So that route is like okay, I will create two routes. First one is for to-do list, means to-do list APIs, means create, update, delete, those things, and another route is for user, that we will create later. So now it's to-do to-do.js. Okay, so this is a router, means which path, which route we will, mean in which route we will send our post data or get data, put data, like that. Okay, so for now today you will build that REST API. So for REST API, four common method is like post. If you know, then okay, if not, then I am telling what is the post request will come with some data. Like if you want to send some data with the URL, with that route, then you need to use post method. Next is put, like sorry, next is put is also kind of post. Like when we will use put, like when you want to update some data, then you can use put. So put is also if you want to some data, like for update, so you need to send that identification like some ID and with that new data. So those kind of data you need to send with that URL. So for that you can use. Another is delete. So you already understood delete. For delete method means if you want to delete something, then you need to send some ID also with that, or you can pass that ID in the URL parameter also. So this is the delete. So post, put, delete. Another is the get. Get, if you want something from that URL, or if you want to fetch something from the URL, then you can use get. So that get is for that. Okay. If remember one thing, if you use get method, then you don't send any data with that body in this the body. Means you can't send any data with that URL. So for router, okay. So first we need to bring Express, because we are using Express router. Oh sorry, not info. My mistake. Express, then const router equal to express router, express dot okay. Now you need to bring some controllers, means controller function, which means in which route what function you need to call, what function you need, these kind of things you need to do. So for that you need to bring those controller function, right? So that we will do later. First we will define those routes. So first router dot route. So in this route parameters we need to give that path. So like that path is like we can do another thing. Okay, first one is get for to do list. Okay, just leave it for now. Okay, like first we can build our controller, then we will move to our router file. Okay, then in this controller you just create one function, create one file, that is to do controller. In this to do controller just require mongoose, because you need to deal with MongoDB. Then you need to bring that model also. Model like that to do model. So to do, and in this here you can write this is the path. Models, then model. Okay, so we need to create some controllers. So first controller like create. So first create. Okay, first we will create functions like for create to do list, then update, then delete, and then get. Okay, yeah, it's fine, right? Okay, so const okay, we can export this function. So exports means if already export means if we will exports. So if you will use exports, then this function will be export. You don't need to export in a different way like module.export. You don't need to write that. So exports, then your function name like create to do, like that. Okay, then you also need to bring that async handler. So express async handler. So create to do, then express. Okay, I am writing this async handler only. Async handler. Okay. So async handler, then async. We will pass two parameters. First one is request, then response, then next, but next is not needed, so you don't need next. Yeah. So for creating const, we will get that task and that active from request body. Okay. So from body we will get these two variables. First one is task and another one is active. So then we need to create those. Okay, right? So const to do equal to await to do dot create and then task comma active. So this first one is created, means that first to do list is created. Okay. So we need to send some response like res dot status. We will send 201 201. So if you don't know about status code, then Google it. You will get all the status code with some description. You need to read that, so you will get better understanding from there. Okay. So 201 basically used for, like, for that, from that URL, this URL have created something. So that response will tell about that. Okay. So 201, then will some response data also like JSON. In this JSON, like success is true. Yeah. Okay, it's true. Another is data equal to the to do. You can send some message also, like message task is created successfully. If you want to some message, if you want to show some message in the front end which will come from backend, then you can use this one. So first is done. So just I'm giving some description. So description like for create tasks and that route is API task. Now this that access, now this access is public for now, but when we will build that auth protection, then it will be private. Okay, private route. So now it is public for now. Okay, so now go to route.js, this to route that to do.js router file, then bring that is first create. This function is like create task, not create to do. Okay, so create task from controller, then to do controller, then router dot route, that path should be normal slash, then post method, and then call this function. Okay, then module exports router, then go to that server.js file, that main file. You need to bring this to this route file. So required, sorry, so that to do route okay, to do route. So this will come from route folder, then to do. So if app dot use slash API slash start, okay, then call this route. Okay, so now our route is ready, model is ready, and control is ready. So now we need to test our API. So for testing our API, we will use too much popular one software is Postman. Okay, so not needed. We will not create any. Okay, so for it is the post request, right? So HTTP colon localhost, localhost 5000, then API, and then task. And in this body, it will we will send one JSON object. In this object, we will send first data is task 01, then we will send active is true. Now call great obj must an object. So what is object? Go to our model, string, okay, task active, it is fine. Sorry, actually I forgot to give this bracket. Okay, this bracket. This should be in the bracket because this is a JSON object. Okay, so go to our Postman, then click here. Like we are giving the post request, so we will call as a post. Now click on send. Now you can see that success, then data, what data is came from our means from the API. This is the response actually, so this is the data. So and I already told Mongoose will give one ID, so this is the unique ID, this is the task. Okay, so all are here. So create is done. Another is we next we will move to our update. So for update task, okay, I just copy this function and that route is also same, and now this access is for public now. So this function method name should be like update task. So in this function again we will get this request body task and active. First we need to find like if await that to do dot find one. So find one method what? So this method actually giving one object only. Means if find one, we need to pass one parameter like ID is matched with request dot ID. So request dot body. Okay. Body dot ID. Okay, no, request dot params dot ID. We will send that ID with parameter. Okay, so like that. So if this method will return any response, mean any data, then we can understand, like then you and me, means you can understand like, yeah, this data is present, then you need to modify or update it. Otherwise, if the data is not present in the database, then we don't need to do anything, right? So that means this data is present. If that method will return some data, so that means like you can like store like that way, like exist task. So just cut it from here, paste it. If that exist task is there, then you can update. So for update, like exist task dot task equal to, so exist task is basically means this function will return that the whole data, means whole JSON file. So in that JSON file, obviously the task is present. So we will replace the task with that updated task and send exist as dot active with updated active, means updated value, active value. Then we just await exist task dot send. Okay, and we will store those that data updated task. So means which data actually now updated, this will return in this variable. So again, just raise dot status would be like, okay, 20200, like it's successful updation, and that success should be true, and the data is the updated task, and you can send some message like task is updated successful. And if that task is not exist, like else the task is not exist, then you need to throw some error message, like you can send some 401 that equals is bad, and that is false, data is null, and you can send some message task is not found. Okay, so go to the router, copy it, paste it. In this router, ID is the present, and that should be like put request. You need to bring this method also, update task. All done. Now open Postman, copy this ID and paste it here, and this should be put request, and this should be task like 11, and this is false. Now send. Yes, you can see the task is now 11 and ID is false. Okay. If you want to see in this alters, then go to that alters and click on collection, you will get. Okay, so update is also done. Next is delete. I will copy this function. This is for delete task. For delete task also we need ID, so we will get from parameters. So we don't have any body in this route, so that method name is delete task. First we need to check that task is present or not, like that way. If yes, then we need to delete, otherwise not. So this task is there, then we will call like await exist task dot remove. Same response we need to send, like 200, there is no data parameter, task is deleted successfully. S should be small and D should be small. Okay. Now, okay, before delete, okay, no issue. Go to Postman. We don't send any raw data, so this should, oh sorry, we didn't configure that route, so copy it, paste it. This method should be delete. I need to bring delete task also. Now open, then method should be delete and send. See, task is deleted successfully. Okay, one mistake I did. I need to send true success. Otherwise, it's fine. Next is the last one is get the data. So for get task, for get single task. Okay. So for single task, we need to send some parameter. That is get single task. That method name should be like that. Find one. Okay. So nothing we need to do. If the task is found, then we don't need to remove. We need to send that task like data and then exist task. Okay. If not, then task is not found. Yeah, totally fine. And another is left. I just, okay, I will do with this one also. This is get all tasks. Copy this function, get all tasks. Sorry. Okay, this get single task, you will get with the task ID. Okay, but you need to get all tasks, right? So for all tasks, get all tasks. For all tasks, we don't need any ID because we will send all the tasks. So that method should be like name find only, and this parameter is blank, and that variable name all tasks. It is kind of understandable. It is yeah, you can understand like yeah. So all tasks. Okay. So we need to send the all tasks over there. If not, the task is not found. So go to the Postman. Sorry, we need to configure the route also. The first one is get single task, another is get all tasks, right? So get single task is also same get method, then get single task. It is also get method, but there is no parameter. Now what happened? One error came suddenly. Out like that. This method is okay, right? Or task, okay. That is called printing mistake. Okay, so now it should work. Yeah. Now go to the Postman. Like first we have create one task, then update it, then delete it. So in our database there are no tasks, so we need to do from the beginning. First we will create one task. So this should be like task A, and that is active true, send. Okay, then like task B, active true, send. Okay, so we will update this task B. This should be put method, right? So task AB, it's updated. Now you can get, like, call this, we will get this task. What is happening? Go to the controller. Sorry, this message should be on. This should be like fetched successfully, and this message should be like all tasks are fetched successfully. Okay, now go to the Postman. Forget, we don't need to send any raw body, so you will get task is fetched successfully. Now if you remove this ID, now it will call get all tasks. Okay, see, okay, previous tasks are there. Okay, yeah, I have created some tasks. Okay, so you will get all the tasks in an array. Okay, next we can delete, like I am deleting this AB task. Okay, so copy it, paste it, and that delete, I am calling the delete, call deleted successfully. Now remove this, get, now we can see this AB task is not there. Previously that 4 tasks was there, now 3. So all the APIs are working fine, right? So API is done. In our next video we will build auth API with JSON token. That actually I have planned for you guys. Okay, so if you understood the whole flow, then you can build any type of project, any type of software with Node.js. You can build any type of API. Okay, thanks for watching. If you like, then if you like my video, then like, then comment, then subscribe. Thank you.